Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and a few weeks ago I posted a video that may or may not have pissed a couple people off. So I thought, why not make a sequel? I made a video describing things that have really grinded my gears thus far in this pregnancy in hopes that would relate to a lot of other women in pregnancy. And honestly, if I had gone on with all the things that I wanted to, the video would have been way too long. So I am making this continuation just to finish where I left off, really. So I'm just gonna jump right into these topics here. So one thing that really bothers me is people that seem to think that they have to monitor my diet during my pregnancy. Now, for the most part, I try to eat fairly healthy. Obviously, being pregnant, I'm hungry a lot, so I eat more than the average person, but I really do try to make things healthy, and then when I am craving something or I'm in the mood to splurge on something, I just do it because I'm not gonna hold back during the pregnancy. And I very damn well can do that without anybody down my throat about it. But it's always like a double-edged sword, it seems, with people. I'll be at work eating my lunch, which usually consists of an apple with peanut butter and some type of trail mix snack, or pickles, or just something healthy. And the amount of people that come up to me and say, you should be eating more, you're feeding for two, or that's really all you're eating, you're pregnant. Listen, none of us want to gain a supreme amount of weight during our pregnancy, and I've been trying very hard to make sure that I don't, and I've been doing very well thus far. So it's none of your business whether I'm eating a Big Mac or eating a piece of fruit. Then you have the other end of the spectrum. I actually had just the other day, I'm at work, and I was on my last break, and I'm starving at this point because like I said, I'm hungry a lot more often. And I got a little bag of chips out of the vending machine, and I ate the chips. And someone had the nerve to make a comment to me and say, you don't eat those all the time, do you? And so what if I did? What business is that to you? What concern is that to you? First of all. Second of all, how rude to talk to any woman at all about how they eat unless they ask for some advice on how to eat better or whatever the case. It's none of your damn business what I'm putting in my mouth. So another pet peeve of mine that I've had thus far that has to do with kind of the weight gain stuff too, I'm very adamant on, like I said, being a little lenient with myself during the pregnancy because I'm pregnant, and when you don't fulfill a craving, you get angry. It just happens. But I'm very adamant on the thought of my process after having this baby and how I really, really do want to try to lose the baby weight as fast as humanly possible. And I'm going to do everything I can to do that, healthily, of course. But what pisses me off is when I'm talking to somebody about my desire to lose the baby weight after, or if somebody asks me like, oh, well, what do you plan on doing after to lose the weight? And I tell them about, my plans of what to do and what to eat and whatever. And I get comments like, well, don't get your hopes up too high because it takes a long time to lose baby weight. Or for instance, I had somebody on my Facebook, I had posted a picture that came up in my memories of me all slim and whatnot, obviously pre-pregnancy. And I just happened to caption it, I will get this body back after baby. I will get this body back after baby. I will get this body back after baby. And I had like my true friends and people who really give a shit about me comment and was like, yeah girl, you got this. And then I had somebody, believe it or not, in my family who had the nerve to comment, ha 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 ha, welcome to motherhood. Basically saying, you're never gonna look like that again and you're gonna be fat after this child. How rude. How rude. Even if I were to just be heavier the rest of my life because I had kids, okay, fine. But if I am desiring and trying to encourage myself to do something that I want to do, if you give a shit about me, encourage me. Do not shoot me down. And 9 times out of 10, it comes from women who are still heavy from them having their kids. And a part of me wants to just come back at them and be like, listen, just because you can lose the baby weight doesn't mean I can. A couple more things staying on the weight topic here. Obviously, from time to time, you get a little down on yourself because you're thinking, holy crap, my legs are huge, or holy crap, I don't fit in this, or oh my gosh, I have 3 chins now. I've come to terms and I've come to learn the fact that when you're pregnant, you do expand in other places, and it's not even necessarily fat. Things are swelling, things are just expanding, and what have you, it just comes with being pregnant. So from time to time, I will talk to people who are close to me personally and talk to them about how I might not be so happy with the fact that I got bigger here or there or whatever part of my body. And to have the response of someone say, oh, you didn't gain that much weight, response is that? That's basically saying like, oh, you gained weight and I'm gonna let you know that, but I'm gonna let you know that it could be worse. Which yeah, I guess is a nicer way to go about it per se, but in the same token, can't you just lie to me? Can't you just lie to a pregnant girl and tell them you look absolutely amazing, you can't even tell you've gained a pound except for in your belly, even if it's not true? As a woman who has kids, because 9 times out of 10 these comments come from those women, you should understand how difficult it is to go through pregnancy with weight gain. And I can guarantee all of you would have wanted someone to tell you every single day how beautiful you were. Not, you didn't gain that much weight. Like, really? And the last thing I have to say about the weight topic is one thing that has really, really irked my nerves a lot lately, and that is people at my job specifically who see me on a daily basis, who have seen me progress thus far along this entire pregnancy, get bigger, whatever, who really have the nerve to come up to me all the time and ask me how much further along I have to go, and then when I tell them, they go, but you're so big already. Like, really? Like, so are you basically saying that I couldn't possibly get any bigger? You know, and it's kind of shitty because at one point I was hearing it so much that I even Googled pictures of women who were pregnant as far along as I was, just to make sure I wasn't huge. And a lot of those women who were just as far along as I am were bigger than I am. So to say that to somebody is like, it's just rude. Like, who, you must not think at all before you say things. Because as a woman, you would want someone to come up and say that to you. So why are you gonna say it to a pregnant woman whose emotions are on 1,000 right now? I just don't get it. Not to mention the fact that if you are too big in your pregnancy, it could be dangerous. It could be a health risk. So you could be making this comment to someone and have them in a panic thinking, oh my gosh, this child is gonna be huge, or oh my gosh, I'm gonna have complications delivering this giant child that I'm supposedly having because everyone's telling me I'm massive. Oh, and my favorite line, you sure it's not twins? Just don't comment on the size of a pregnant woman. Just don't do it. So straying away from the whole weight thing, another thing I cannot stand that people will come up to me and say is, wow, you look so tired. Obviously I'm tired. I'm waking up 3 times a night to go pee, or from a nightmare, or because my hip hurts, I'm tossing and turning. And my body's doing a lot right now. I am growing a tiny human being. It takes a lot out of you. Yes, I'm tired. I do not need you to point it out to me. And you're better off just telling me I look like shit, because that's basically subliminal terms for you look like shit. And again, it comes from a mother who's well aware of how tired you are during pregnancy. Hello? Why point it out? And the last and final thing I have to say in this video that you just shouldn't say, because it goes without saying and it's just annoying to hear it all the time, is you think it's bad now, just wait till the baby's here. I mentioned in my last Pet Peeves video that I never just come out and start talking about my pregnancy unless it's somebody I'm really close to or whatever, but 9 times out of 10 I'm asked a question, I answer it, and the person only asks me to then give me their opinion or to have something to say about it, not because they genuinely cared to know what my answer was going to be to the question. So for instance, I get the question a lot lately, like, do you sleep at night? And of course my answer has recently been, not really. And the response I get is, oh, you think it's bad now, just wait till the baby's here. Or I've been asked the question, so do you still have motivation to do things? Which I'm slowly losing. So yes, my house becomes a mess a lot quicker. My car becomes a mess a lot quicker. I become a mess a lot quicker. And their response? You think it's bad now? Just wait till the baby's here. Don't ask me just to give me some stupid comment back to my answer when you know very well what my answer is going to be, number 1. Number 2, just because I don't have kids right now doesn't mean I'm not fully aware of the fact that things are going to be different when I have this child, and things are going to be a little bit harder until I get my own routine down and things. I'm not stupid. I know that it's gonna get worse when the baby's here. I don't need you to rub it in my face or make it seem like it's gonna be so horrible when he's here. Thank you very much. You know, it really just boggles my mind the things that come out of people's mouths that are just so thoughtless and arrogant and just downright stupid for you to say without thinking. All in all, people, think before you speak. And if you can't, don't ask a pregnant woman anything, please and thank you. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Leave some comments and requests, whatever. What are your pet peeves being pregnant or when you were pregnant? Let me in on that. I'd love to hear about it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.